Welcome everyone. Fifth Ward Media presents One on One. I am here with somebody that I'm super excited of having next to me. Not only he's a dope artist, as you can see, but he is a man that has pure talent, but the talent does not amount to how much practice, dedication, and hard work he put into his work to get to the point he is today. If he's not doing murals down in Wood Ave or have art galleries all over New Jersey, he's in school, teaching the kids on the basics, fundamentals of being a proper artist. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you a friend of mine's, Marcus Sketch Effect Taylor. Yeah. Welcome, my brother.
Gotta clap for myself. Clap for myself in the intro. I'm like, yeah, gas me.
I'm gonna gas you up to the fullest, dog. You earned it, man.
Yeah, man.
You earned it, man. Thanks for coming, man.
No
Thanks
doubt,
for
bro.
being
Look
here. You know what I mean? This is special for me because it's my first one-on-one. But to pick this guy right here, I remember him in middle school. Art club.
Yeah.
Doing it up. And then just seeing him grow to the person that he is, and his not just personal growth, but his artwork, man, the stuff that he produces, and just how he's developed as an artist, a tattoo artist too. You've done tattoo work too. Yeah. He does it all. He does it all. And I'm telling you, man, I'm just happy to have you here, bro, and to be a part of this, and I just want to, give you your flowers.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean? And spread your name out.
Oh man, first and foremost, number one, it's you don't know how dope it is for me to just be sitting here talking with you.
Word.
For the simple fact, like you said, since middle school. But I've also watched you as an artist, which inspired me and all that. So it was always me, you, Ryan Holiday, selective other few that I really can't think of off the top. But you had the main two that I can think of, middle school and all that. Then when you graduated, me and my boy Monty, who over here with the camera work right now, he's off to the side.
Shout out to Monty. I see your work too, bro. I appreciate it. It's nice stuff, some good stuff.
So it was like, y'all as a general, y'all in particular made me become the better artist that I want to be. Especially I always think back to that Muhammad Ali piece you did.
Oh, thank you, bro. Respect.
Like how you had the crack in it, like it was a tear in the picture and you turned it into a crack, and I was like, yo, this nigga fire.
It's fire, man. I appreciate that. The crazy thing is you never know who you impact. You get what I'm saying? To hear that from you is pretty tough because, not knowing at such a young age, and I was in middle school.
Word.
You know what I mean? To have an impact on somebody else like that, that's beautiful. And I'm happy I was able to give you that spark.
You was definitely an influence.
I appreciate it.
We'll call it what it is. You were an influence. Even being in what was it, 10th grade, I had art class with you. Word. And that was early in the morning, just sitting at the table. We used to be joking around and all that.
Of course.
Exactly. So that was a big plus and all that.
What's up, bro? I'm happy to hear that, man. And I'm just happy to see the way you've grown as an artist, man. I even tell my wife, I'm like, man, I remember him in middle school and just seeing, look at the stuff he's doing now, and it's amazing, bro. So I'm happy that I was able to like I said, to influence you. That's great. That actually makes me even more great that we're doing this right now.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you, dog.
I appreciate it. Like I said, it's all coming full circle because especially being young black artists and all that.
Of course.
Especially what we was into, anime and all that. We looked at as the geeks and whatnot.
Back then,
we
black people liking anime.
How dare you listen to Linkin Park? Who are you?
God forbid, bro.
God forbid you was rocking out the Indian. What?
Yep.
You caught it all.
Yep. Limp Bizkit, chocolate starfish, and hot dog flavor water. That was one of my favorites. I was in middle school. Nobody knew. But I used to rock out to the album, bro.
Nobody knew. That was the thing. Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
But yeah, man, you're here. This is all about you. I know your father was a big influence on you.
Facts.
Being an artist. Do you remember the first piece that you did, and then how did you realize this is something I wanted to do?
Like I said, like you said earlier, my father was definitely my influence, but My first piece. See, that's the thing. When we talk about like my early childhood drawing and all that, it was vast because I was drawing like a lot of dinosaurs and stuff like that. So it's probably that was like my first piece, just drawing dinosaurs. Like I was big into dinosaurs and dragons and stuff like that. So I was like, remember telling my mom and dad like, yeah, I want to be an archaeologist when I get over. Like, they used to buy me the model kits and all that with all the like, put the T-Rex bones together and everything.
Nice.
So, but then from there, I remember my dad used to take us to Barnes and Nobles, and they had this like how to draw Marvel superheroes and villains, and he bought me it. It came with like 3 color pencils, 1 regular pencil, and like an eraser and all that, tracing paper, everything inside, and it had a picture of Venom in it, and I just lost my shit because I'd never seen this character before, like Spider-Man, like Batman. Then I seen Venom. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to draw him. So I just kept at it. Like my mom and my dad, my dad definitely was an influence, but my mom pushed it. She made sure, like, I had pencils. She used to staple like my papers together so I could have my own little sketchbooks and all that.
She supported, what I mean? And I think that's the key thing, like
Yeah,
the fact
for sure.
that your parents would take you out, to Barnes and Noble and get the supplies and all that stuff. I think that's a big part of, molding a child, for what they want to do.
Yeah.
And once the child knows what they want, then as a parent, I feel like it's our job to make sure we give them the tools that they need in order to fulfill that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So,
Sure.
we're you definitely got some great parents that looked out
Right.
for you. So that's what's up.
Shout
man.
out to Mama Deke.
Shout out to Mama D.
Shout out to Mama Deke. Shout out to my pops.
Shout out to Pops, bro. JT.
Exactly.
I'm a hype man too.
It's all good. I appreciate it. Word. Gas me.
I'm
like,
gassing you, bro. This is your
I'm saying,
time.
like, my father, like, it's crazy because, like, he used to, like I said, he was influenced, but now he does photography. And for a while, it was, like, a little back and forth because he didn't think that me doing the art thing would be profitable and all that. Or, like, he was just worried, like, typical worried parent shit.
Okay.
But then he came to my show and he's like, oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. And then I was like, ooh, man, when I dropped this line, I was like, how does it feel to know that I'm better than you now?
Whew. You know what? And I'm pretty sure
And
I don't know if he's gonna say, but I'm pretty sure he's like, I'm happy.
Yeah, he was.
I think that's the main goal.
He
as
did a
parent.
smirk and he was like, yeah.
But he probably won't show it. He
was
show it.
gassed.
But I
He was-
think
nah,
that's
he was
the main
gassed.
goal as a parent, because I got 2 kids, so I want my kids to be better than me. I think that's the end game. You know what I mean?
For sure,
That's,
yeah.
that's my end game as Thanos. I'm Thanos, and that's my end game. I want my kids to be better than me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm
I hope
pretty
you ain't
sure
trying to throw nobody off a cliff. Sacrifice for the soul stone. That's
maybe. I can't see throwing my daughter off the cliff. I'm sorry. Nah, Gamora. That was just messed up.
I ain't a parent yet, but you know what? Next, go ahead.
All right, next question, bro. So you've done a couple galleries, right?
Yeah. Mad shows.
Mad shows. The process of getting that done. Walk us through that. Let us know. Let the viewers know, because not everybody's an artist.
Yeah.
So let us know how that pressure is. Like how does it go from booking that, and then do you have the work, the pieces ready already, or do you have to have these pieces ready by a certain amount of day?
So, boom, right? Perfect example. I'll say about like 2015, 16, probably as early as 14. Monty got me doing the shows, whatever, right? So the whole thing was, all right, we got to show this day, right? So let's say we got like 3 or 4 weeks to get it done. I personally, when I first started doing it, I was like, let me just bring pieces I've already done, right? So then I say 2016, now we doing like shows on a bigger scale. Now I don't want to keep recycling old work. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Now I'm buying like super big canvases. Like I'm doing like 7 shows a month, right? I mean, no, my bad. 7 shows a year. That sounds crazy. 7 shows a month? I'm a monster. I don't need to work no more. But like, yeah, we getting there. Yeah, we getting there. Word, that's what I'm saying. That's the goal, though. Like, 7 shows a month. That's the goal. But let's say 7 shows a year, right? So if I got a show in October, I'm working all September on paintings, whatever. Like, when I got weekends, like I got weekends off, so I'm painting like everything, just grinding, whatever. I remember one time I finished like 2 paintings the night before the show was done, was supposed to happen and everything. So it's really just grinding.
Just grinding.
Just grinding.
Now, do you think you grinding and putting a bunch together, you think it takes away from the quality of work, or does that kind of like improves your work?
It improves. Like one big thing about me is always it's quality over quantity.
Exactly. I like
Always like that. It's gotta be. Because you can have like I've seen people pull up with like 7 paintings and only one of them is good. But like you can just pull up with one big piece and it'd be immaculate and everybody would just stand there and look at it and all that. And meanwhile, you the guy just over there like, yeah, I did that. And then like at that point, I'm just sitting there like, how should I go over there and let them know that I did it? Should I be that guy like, hey everybody, what y'all doing? Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I did that. Like it becomes like a little fun game, whatever. Like
Okay. All right.
I remember one of the illest times, like the night before the show, I bought a skate deck, and I was like, oh man, I want to paint something on it and bring it for the show, whatever. Painted on it, and the night, like I finished it the night before the show, so the curator came to pick it up, and he's like, oh, I have nowhere to hang this up at. All right, cool. I'll just bring it to the show and just have it under my arm. Walk in the building, somebody bought it off me, just like that. He was there. That friend who that's like, you know, he was with you shooting in the gym, right there. Right. That guy.
Nice. So you sold a lot of your pieces?
Sold a lot of pieces.
So man, let me ask you a question, bro. What's the highest amount
The highest
that you sold a piece for?
The highest.
Curious.
Yo, don't get the tax man on.
The highest word. I mean, I'm reasonable. I will say I'm reasonable. It's like, to me, it's about the feel of the piece for me. So it's like, I don't be hitting people with the like 10 grand or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm about to.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, definitely this year. Price of the brick is going up. In the words of Marlo Stanfield, price of the brick going up.
Yesterday's price is not
Yeah,
today's price.
exactly. There you go. Word. Shout out to crack.
What's your medium?
My medium, color pencils. Yeah, word. Digital. I'm doing color pencils. I'm doing markers. I'm doing acrylics. I'm fabric paint. Like I've done it all. Graphic design.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you have to go on my man's Instagram. It's full of his work, and my advice to you is start at the bottom, at the beginning, and then just gradually go through.
Growth.
See the growth. See the improvement. See the stuff that he went through, because you could see all the pain, all the suffering, all the happiness, all the joy in his work. You know what I mean? And then you would understand. You know what I mean? It's one thing to just draw something on a piece of paper, but when you can like evoke that feeling, you know, that passion. I'm telling you, man, this guy got it.
Do different tools bring out those different emotions? Like this?
Yeah, for sure. Like color pencil and all that. That's when I get real. And color pencil and marker, when I combine those two, I get in depth. Like I go deep. Now I mean, colors get deep. Certain colors get super brighter and all that. It's like, I like to think of my style as like, you know, artistic electricity. Like, I'm bringing lightning down. Like, you have no choice. Like, you know how lightning is just blinding, but you can't stop looking at it? That's how my style is. That's how I look at it.
That's dope, man. And then look, show him how steady your hands are, bro.
Word.
I mean, his line.
I get a lot of compliments on my line work.
His line work for his art, man.
And I believe that's from the tattoo training.
Yeah, the tattoo training.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Like this guy, I'm telling you, he's the truth, man. He's the truth.
Yeah.
So let's talk about like this piece right here, man. Like I like this one.
Yeah.
A lot.
The Joker, Green Goblin.
So how do you come up with these? I know you do a lot of crossover concepts.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember you had this one of I don't know, was it Naruto S on like from the J. Cole album? No.
Yeah. No, it's right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
It was Naruto's son sitting on top of the Kage's Mount Rushmore thing. Yeah.
And that was a nod to J. Cole, right?
Yep. Forest View Drive.
Yes. So like just seeing that concept that you do, that trend, it's telling you, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. How much has music influenced your work?
A lot.
A lot.
Because like, you know, my sketches to me, especially in that book alone, is like all right, first let me break down my sketchbooks. My sketchbooks is like journals, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, while most people they write in their journals on like I draw mine. So it's like that book I could pinpoint what I was doing that day, how was I feeling that day, and like what it made me feel. And like to me, my sketchbooks are like a 1-page music video.
Mm-hmm.
So like that J. Cole picture that I did with Baruto was more like I was listening to that song apparently,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I came up with the concept. Cause I was like, damn, Baruto look like I was like, I can make Baruto look like he's sitting there just listening to the song, and like that's the feel I got from it.
Word. I like that, man. I like that a lot, and I just like how you put. I know you a big Lupe fan.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Lupe fan.
What that murals? What murals? Tattoo on Youth.
I'm telling
Favorite
you,
album.
man, I'm telling you, like so a lot of your work I could tell was inspired by.
Yeah, definitely.
From that as well too. You have this one piece that I remember you did, which I really love, which was Rock Lee, and it was like I think it was Drunken Master.
Oh yeah.
That one was a tough one too.
I gotta do a couple. Like I gotta do another Rock Lee piece.
And I'm probably gonna buy it off you. I'm telling you
fine.
that
I
off,
got
off the rip. Like I know I reached out to you one time.
Oh yeah,
like,
the Super Saiyan Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with the Remy.
Word.
I got a whole series of that. Like I
Right.
want to do a whole series of like different characters holding up different liquor bottles. I'm thinking Piccolo gonna have the Casamigos because he looked
See
like
that?
he would.
You see
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
telling you. See, but that's what I like that crossover. Like you take in that, you know, this artwork style, and then you're doing something that's not normally done.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You're doing like I remember you even do like custom. You used to do custom bottles,
yeah,
right?
still do.
So you still do custom
Yeah.
bottles, like so, like just taking that work, that talent that you have, and just bridging the gap to like new ideas.
Yeah.
is what I like to see.
And it also branches like, you know, giving yourself a new audience.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people don't know about Naruto and all that, but they know about drinking. Like they know about Henny and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Like mad people, like they seen Gohan with a Remy bottle and was like, yo, that's dope. And I'm like, yo. Then they be like, yo, dead ass. Like, especially motherfuckers at work. They be like, yo, word is born. I ain't even into that anime shit like that. But that right there, that's fire. I'll get that. Like, I might have to start watching it. So it's like, you know.
That's what's up, man. I like that. I like that a lot. So tell me how. So, obviously, growing up and knowing that certain things that you did back in the day, especially in middle school, going into high school, didn't fit the normal culture of African American man. You know what I mean? I could attest to that too because I used to get a lot of time like, yo, bro, why you don't talk like us? Whatever that meant. You know what I mean?
Watching cartoons
Why
and
you
shit.
watching cartoons? So, at any point, did that kind of like made you feel like, maybe I need to pump my brakes a bit? And if not, what kept you pushing? What kept you going?
My circle.
Mm.
Circle kept me pushing because it's like, all right, yeah, even though them over there didn't think this was dope,
Mhm.
the ones that I'm with think it's fire. And that
that's
all
the
that
most
matters. Like,
important
you know, I spent them hours in the homies' basement playing Halo and all that and this, that, and the third.
Mhm.
Granted, I was the type down me. I wanted to party too.
No, of
But
course.
even though they didn't party, I knew friends that did party. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like I kept a nice little balance and all that. But also, you ain't like what I like, whatever, that's cool.
Fuck you.
Word. Hey, your laws. Now, many years later, all of it is
Yeah, that was great.
many years later. Now it's all yeah, Black Panther, and I'm like, nah, you wasn't here. You wasn't with me.
You wasn't
shooting in the
shooting
gym.
There we
You wasn't. No.
I like that. I like that. And talking about tight circle, one thing I like about you, man, you got your homie here with you, Monty, you know, chilling here, supporting you as everybody should. You got a nice tight circle of I think it's an elite league of artists, bro. You know, very talented artists, and I like that, bro. And I've been checking their Instagrams. I peep Monty's.
I mean,
was it half past? Half past full. You see,
Man,
yeah.
it's disgusting. Like,
Yeah.
Like-
And there's just one chick that's on that's in your circle too that does some dope work
oh,
too.
you talking about Tiff?
There we go.
Shout out to Tiff.
Shout out to Tiff, bro. We'll
Tiffy Inc. Right? Tiffy
Yeah,
Inc.
yo.
Yeah.
Nice and
Art club.
Yo, telling you, man. And I just love that about you too. Is like you have this tight circle, and you guys got this close bond, bro.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, and I love because you guys are putting great work out there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe next time I do another one-on-one with one of them, maybe Monty will be sitting here next to me
Word.
next time. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it all up. We'll get your guys' name out there, bro, because you guys got some work out there.
You know what I mean? The team is like we like. I always had this idea of like having all my art homies and all that would be like our own version of the X-Men and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. Like especially when you got all these group of talented people and all that, still sharp and still. So, I mean, like I said, my art form is like the way I do art is like lightning. He's like the hurricane. He's the rain, the wind, all of that makes everything go crazy. Like you seen it.
Oh, you guys like your own Captain Planet. You guys got your own rings. You know what I mean? You over here
got the fire. Tiff got the fire.
You know what I mean? So it's a nice beautiful thing, man. What do you got in store? You got any new projects going through? Anything you looking forward to coming?
Boom. So, well, first and foremost, I'm gonna be featured in a film that's gonna be dropping in a couple weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, it's called Dolce Domo Dolce.
Independent films?
Yeah, Home Sweet Home.
All you guys are getting featured,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, I'm in it, Monty's in it, and like three other. I said two other of people of some artists that's in our collectives and all that. Shout out to shout out to Sunday. It's basically just exploring our life as artists, like the different paths that we take and whatnot.
Okay.
So.
And where can we see that? And where can we see that?
It's gonna be a debut at North Arts Festival. So the date is coming. We'll let everybody know, but I'm excited about it because I mean it goes real in depth.
Yeah.
Because like 2021, 2020 was real hard.
Of course.
Real hard for me, for pretty sure a lot of people and all that. But it's like you get it in depth and not only what I was going through, but like my life and dealing with that. Just it's a bunch of emotions and all that.
No.
But it's gonna be something great.
So let's talk about 2021.
Let's get it.
It's COVID and all that stuff. A lot of downs and not a lot of ups. How has that impact your artwork?
Well, let's see. November, I lost my younger brother.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
Appreciate it and all that, but that was rough. Cause like even like during 2020, I felt a little burnt out. Cause like I was doing so much, and then like when the world shut down, like the shows slowed up and all that, which was fun because we found ways around it. You know what I mean? We had like virtual platforms. We was doing stuff. We kept pushing, but it was like that was the time for me that I felt like just to relax. I took it as just a time to relax. But then when I lost my little brother, it was just lost the energy just to do anything at that point. I was just like, nah, I'm shutting down. Like, let's see. From there, like I busted my knee up like at work. So I was like, all right, double down on the down. Now I'm down. And from that time, it was just like, yo, you just going to sit here and just continue to be sad and, non-productive, or you just going to get back on a high horse. Like, remember who you were before everything happened. That was the main thing, because I'm like, for me, it was just like, being down at that point, you start having these thoughts in your head, like, I'm missing my little brother first and foremost.
Of course.
And then everything else is like, yo, what are you doing with your life and this and that third. But then I had to step back and like, hold on. This is just a time for you to just relax and just gather yourself and get back to who you were. Like, I had to remind myself, I was doing these 7 shows a year and, being guest at this spot and doing this, that, and the third and painting this over here. And just me reminding myself of who I was before everything happened got me back. So then, like, I started doing more digital work. And even that was like a learning curve. But then I got my friends who's also doing digital work, especially this one over here. He's killing it, and that just inspired me to pick myself back up. So now I'm like, I'm not 100%, but I'm functional.
yeah, you get into that point
Yeah.
where you're doing it. But what I like about that turf was, man, that's tough, man, losing
Yeah.
somebody, especially somebody young, man.
Yeah.
It kills me, man. It hurts, definitely tough, man. But what I like about your story is that you realizing, like, yo, what I'm gonna do? Am I gonna sit in this corner? Am I gonna just be in my pity party, or or am I gonna get up and keep grinding, keep pushing? I'm not gonna forget who I am. Yeah, times are tough, but at the end of the day, there's a light
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel. So, but nobody's gonna get to that light, for me. I have to do it
Yeah.
myself. So the fact that you realize that and you keep grinding, like, and the key thing is, like, I'm still not 100%.
Word. And it's like,
But
these
I'm
days
still
I feel
grinding
like
and pushing.
I feel like shit, and I don't feel like doing anything. But
Word.
it's like I just got to keep on reminding myself,
Mm-hmm.
like, especially when you see everybody in your circle that's progressing and doing more, and it's like I got to catch up. But then I'm like, no, you don't. So it's like having that level of self-awareness
Uh-huh.
pushes you forward all the time.
Exactly. That's good, man. That's good, man. Oh man, wow, that's great, bro. Yo, how much time we got left, fellas? We have a good amount of time. We good? All right, we're gonna keep rocking.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
I want to keep rolling.
Yeah,
man.
I'm about to put out a series of tarot cards and all that. Like, yeah,
Terrible.
yeah. Nah, I got a lot of things in work.
Word. All right. So let us know. You let me know. We'll let us know if you got anything. We'll definitely plug that. Because I'll probably be out there myself.
Word.
I want to support more. I want to try to give back as much as I can to your work and what you do. One thing we got in common is this art teacher, and I feel like
Yeah.
we cannot
Let's talk about him.
we cannot
about
shout
it.
out this art teacher, and I think he would appreciate Mr. Gaskins.
Yeah, but he's so humble and he don't even want people to even know what he looked like.
But he nasty.
Word.
He's like the Tripify OG of artists, bro.
All right, let me ask you a question. What was the first piece that he made that you seen that you were just like, yeah?
I think it was like one of his Christmas piece. You know how he
yeah,
used to do like a
Christmas
Christmas
cards.
piece, and just the way like he would just like everything, bro. Pencil, acrylic, watercolor. Like he he's just the
More
guru. He's
Mr.
the Yoda.
Mr. More Detail.
Yo,
Mr. More Detail.
Yo,
That's all you heard.
I'd be so confident. I'd be so confident. Like, hey, Mr. Gaskins, I'm done with my artwork. And he's like, a little bit more detail, a little bit more detail, a little bit. And I'd be looking at them like, it's done. Like, what more detail do you need?
Get your composition.
Don't.
Word.
Yeah, I'm telling you, a little bit more detail, a little bit more detail.
Your light source. It's
Yeah.
coming this way.
And then you think you do it, and then he'll be like, no, you gotta do this, and just keep going. Just finish my piece, bro.
Word.
Just finish my piece for me. You know what I mean? But he was so talented, and he was talented as a teacher because he would push the students to their full potential. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't just like do the work. You know how some teachers, they're like, all right, do this, kids, blah blah blah, and that's it. All right, you're done for the day. But nah. But if he sees you have that potential, you have that spark, like you have that thing, that it factor, he will really work with you to fully put that out. Whether it's watercolor, acrylic, pencil, like he would really push you to that limit. And then you really be like, holy shit, I did this. You know what I mean? And I remembered like in middle school, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I did that.
One of the realest things he told me, and that's definitely what propelled me to where I'm at right now, is you can make a living off this. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise.
Facts.
I remember him telling me that vividly, 6th grade, sitting like, the door's right here. I'm at the first table with all my homies. I had his class in like during the summertime, 4th quarter. And that's exactly what he said, first day. And I was just like, bet. From there, bet.
I'm telling you, man. Like, there's certain teachers that you just do it for the money.
Because
Yeah.
in middle school, art is just a class you take.
Word.
Exactly.
It's not an elective, like you chose that.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to plant that seed is crazy because
Word.
there's no
Yeah.
talent in you.
You know what was
Real.
the crazy thing too? Was I left middle school, right? 8th grade, graduated 8th grade, went to 9th grade, went to Linden High. That's when I met you with your Hawaiian shirt, Paul. And then I think that same year, Mr. Gaskins
Pops up
in high school. So he got transferred from McManus to Linden High. And then so he was my art teacher, and it like continued the progression, which was dope. You know what I mean? So I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Gas.
You have to.
He's
Because
yeah.
the wild thing about it is I had no interest in taking art in high school until he came there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the wild thing about it. Like, I was taking graphic design
Yeah.
and all that. And it was like nothing against dev. I didn't know dev. But I was like, art teacher going to be as good as
Hell
this
no.
nigga. And I'm like, nah.
No
I
disrespect
don't want it.
to Dev,
Word,
bro.
no.
But nobody could top
Word.
Mr.
And I ain't
Gas.
even know dev at the time. But I was like, yo, once I found Gaskins was in the high school, I was like, oh, what's up?
Mhm.
I'm in there.
Yeah, so it was definitely. So I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Gas because he paved the way for a lot of these for artists. And
Word.
you got 3 right here that that actually could attest to it.
Big facts.
Yeah, man. So
Like, and even him having me come up to the high school and all that. Like, I used to just come up there just to kick it with him.
Mhm.
And then it'll turn out to me, like, talking to the kids and all that. I was just like, yo, I'm sitting in this, these chairs that y'all sitting in, probably sat in before.
how was that feeling sitting down there and just you used to like just imagine that and then you said full circle.
Yeah.
You're sitting down there and you're doing assignments and now you're in the opposite end.
Yeah, it's like a funhouse mirror.
Yeah.
Because it's like you see all these possible kids that resemble you. Like, you have the kid that's over there in the corner drawing by himself, but he got a stack of papers and mad sketches out of him. I'm like, all right, I can relate. Then you got the kid that's over here joking over here. So it's like, yo, it's weird. So I used to just spend my time just going to each table, chopping it up with each and every one. And like, it was definitely dope.
Because you do get a mix of with art class. You do get a mix of like the serious kids that's really about art, that loves art, and then you get the one that just I just need a grade.
Yeah.
Art is gonna be easy. Let me
Or
just,
the
let
chick
me,
I like, she's in this class.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like
sit
that
next
one,
to
I'm
her.
trying to bag that one.
Word.
I'm just doing art.
I'm guilty of that.
It's a lot of
Super
guilty
Yeah.
guilty people for that.
Yeah, it's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
It's like, I'll be sitting there, I'll be looking at the supplies. I'm like, I think I used that color pencil back in like '04. Nah, like that's one thing I do say. Like, I want to put something together. Like, donate like some proceeds or whatever. Like, big charity I do.
Mhm.
Just give back to that art class. Just give back to art in
Nice.
general because it's important.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like a lot of people, it's looked over. Like, the schools will gladly, sponsor and put money into the athletes and stuff like that. Cool, fine, I get it, you know what I mean? But what about the artists?
Of course.
They
But
forget
that's-
about the arts.
They do.
The arts, yeah, which is very important because it's a form of expression.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's music, dancing, or drawing.
Right. And it's like
You know
when I say those words that Gaskin said to me, like, yo, you can make it too,
Mhm.
and they can actually see me and like, as an example, as living proof. It does something for me, but I also like when I see them just light up and like, word.
Yeah,
bro.
man. It
Like,
hits a different
yeah,
spot. It's a different feeling, bro. And that's what I like about you. Like you really
I feel like
try
The
to
Rock
give
in like
back.
'99.
You really try to give back, man. I remember
Yeah.
that one time. I don't know if you guys remember on Wood Ave and Linden, they had that mural. It was like a big like koi fish. Was it a koi
Yeah,
fish?
it was like I did a koi
Right
koi
under the
fish.
train station.
Right, the train station bridge.
Yeah,
the walls.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did a koi and I did a koi.
Yeah, so so both of you guys
Yeah.
did it. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, we did a couple murals over there.
Yeah, they did it all over like the train
And
station.
then they painted over.
Yeah, then they painted over it. But it was man. They did like
Yeah.
a bunch of murals and stuff like that. And I just love like you try to bring that life, that energy,
Word.
to Linden. You know what I mean? To the community.
I put on for my city.
Yes, you should. But yeah, man. So that's great, man. You've done a lot of good work. And I just want you to keep on grinding and keep on doing your thing, bro. And I don't know. I think I'm good for now.
I got a question.
You got a
What's up?
question? Yeah, let's open the forum, get some questions out there.
So obviously, basing off like what I'm just looking right now, like you have a lot of inspiration of like anime and like comic books. Is that something like you ever like have like on your bucket list, like maybe doing a graphic novel or doing a comic book?
A graphic novel is definitely on the list. It's just like I'm the artist and I got like a idea of a story, but it's just writing it out. I'm trash at writing, but I'm working on something with a couple people, so we got something in the works.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll be the illustrator.
Yeah, like I like doing like illustration, the concept artists. Like I like drawing monsters and stuff like that, and like that type of stuff and all that.
Nice.
So-
That's dope because that's like, have you ever been to New York Comic Con?
Of course.
That's like downstairs. They have that section where like all the illustrators are at, and
Oh, word.
that's like my favorite part because you get
Yeah.
to see all their work and stuff, and it's kind of cool.
I actually did 2 Comic
I
Cons
was about to
before.
ask
I
you,
did
you've done
2
something.
like Newark had 2 Comic Cons. I did them both. Like the first one, unprepared as hell. Unprepared as hell. Like number one, I overslept. So the guy who rented my table, shout out to Moby and his publishing company, Comanga. I hate that name. But he hit me up. He's like, "Yo, man, where you at?" He's like, "Table right here." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So now I'm just stacking up whatever random art pieces I got. Get there, end up selling out damn near my whole table.
Oh man, that's
Which,
great.
and the crazy part about it is, I had like a picture. I did a picture of me, picture of Dre, my boy Brian, and I had a picture of him that I did. I ended up buying a picture of him, and I was just like, the dude was like, "Yo, I don't even know who this is, but he dope. Let me get that." And I'm like, I was like, let me highball. I was like 150. He's like, I'll be right back. I'm like, he ain't coming back. 150, right? Fuck. Yes.
Damn. That's what's up, man.
Word. But the next one I did next year, I was fully prepared, prints and all that.
Oh, you do prints too.
Yeah.
Nice.
How does that process go?
Wow, yeah. Let them know how the
Doing
prints work.
work is basically like, you draw the picture and then like let's say I don't feel like getting rid of the original. I do prints, different sizes, whatever. So prices vary. So you might have a print for like $45, from like $20 to $100 per print, depending on what size you want and all that.
Upload your image to like a
Yeah, you get certain websites do it, or like you get a
And it's a high quality
Yeah.
print too. So it's like high quality. Some people do like one of like say like it's one of 100 prints,
yeah.
right? And then you'll sell, literally just one of 100 prints, and then you'll keep your original. That essentially puts the value up on the original
Yes,
piece.
sir. Yes, sir.
So you're selling like a print, like say print one of 100. You send it for like $45 or
Yeah.
$50. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which,
So then the original print, but not the original work, the original piece would be a higher value because it's the original. People will buy the print and they'll just frame it and put it up because it's a high quality print. But then the original piece would be like a high dollar price item.
yeah.
Now, have you thought about like the NFT market?
I've thought about it.
Like how would
and
that work? Is that just fully digital, or is that like a piece that you can physically scan and make it that?
Me personally, I haven't I've heard of it. I don't understand it completely yet to even get into that because I'm like, huh? like Dial-Line on the Spell Show, huh? Like, I'm like, how does this work? But I believe that he has dived into that market of the NFTs, so he can definitely explain it better than me. But I haven't yet. Do I plan on? Yes, but not yet.
And then just the difference of like your particular art, which I see is like very, like what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
So like, because there's art that's subjective, right? So where people's
Yeah.
opinions, like you're trying to decipher.
Bananas
what
on
that-
a string.
Are
Yeah.
are you doing both, or are you just more focused on my piece is this particular art?
Yeah, I'm just more focused on my particular art and just getting better. Like, that's my main goal. Like, I always gotta be better than last year. So it's just always pushing the envelope. Like, now I'm doing more digital work. And it's crazy because, like, back in, like, 07, 08, I was digital down. Like, that's all I knew. Then I slowed down when I started working at the tattoo shop
Mm-hmm.
and started doing more traditional work. And that's how I got better doing traditional work because now I was doing, it's like the digital started helping out the traditional. So now the traditional that I was doing before is helping out the digital.
Okay.
Is there a big difference of like when you're going to pencil or to when you're going to digital? Like the
Yeah.
feel, like
The
'cause some people
feel,
like the feel of paper and the pen and the brush strokes and like that shit.
yeah.
is
Yeah.
big to
Yo,
artists. Right?
digital is just like, it's limitless. So it's like you can zoom all the
The
way in.
possibilities
Yeah,
endless.
Yeah, word. So you got imagine having every color in one pen. Like,
And is there different products or things that can make that experience better? Like
yeah, so you get different brushes and markers
So like
layouts
if I
and stuff
had
like
an
that.
app on my phone, but you had an iPad with a different software, that would hinder the quality of the print I'm able to do? Like
Yeah, it all depends on you. Like I said, I personally, I draw all my stuff on Procreate, which is it's a illustration program and all that, and that thing is like I said, possibility is limitless. So whatever you got on your phone, you can, like, depending on what the program is, do just as much.
So that's your app of choice, or Procreate.
Procreate.
Okay.
Because it's simple but yet complex. So like, it gives you what you need, but you can still do anything in the world.
Take it to a whole nother level if you
Because also what I do is, like, I'll sketch on paper, line it out, and then drop it into the iPad and just go from there.
Okay. So when you're like in a deep zone, right? You're like really in your artwork. You're in a deep zone, and you get lost. What is on your playlist?
Oh man, I got like a 8-hour playlist.
Yeah,
It's full of course, it's full of Lupe. I got some Kendrick on there. I got some Cole on there. I got what else I got? I got mad stuff.
It's like
Some Isaiah Rashad on there. Like, yo, my music range be crazy. Some Gorillas on there. Of course, the Linkin Park. I mean, Sub 41 you might hear on there. Yeah, you hear a lot on my on there.
you got a plethora of artists on there. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, I think any more questions?
you got coming up that you want to promote now?
Like I said, Home Sweet Home coming soon. That's it. Just Home Sweet Home. Like, that movie is going to be great. I can't wait. You know what I mean? Newark Arts Festival. It's going to be amazing. Like I said, with some amazing people on it. Shout out.
If people want to reach out to you to get like individual pieces or buy something from you, where can they do that at?
All right, you can go on Canvy.com. I have prints on there, or you can hit me up on my Instagram, Sketch Effect. That's my main 2 outlets right now. So.
All right. Well, yo, Sketch Effect. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you for being here today.
This is like a great therapy session, and
What it is, my
What we
brother.
got through? Yo, Monty just did something over there. Show me what you was working on. You was over here going crazy. He was. See what you see? You see that shit right now?
Scale.
Can we?
I'll take a picture.
Yo, we'll take a picture of that and we'll post it right now. And then so let's take a shot. Yo, rest in peace to your brother, bro.
Long live Big Boss Ross.
There we go. You know what I mean? And then big ups to you, bro, and everybody, and keep grinding.
For Fifth Ward Media, thank you so much. This is One on One with Wes and Sketch Effects.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Peace.